How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Heading out to Baldwin, Iowa today. It's a small little town in eastern Iowa. There's a pretty good farm auction out there run by a company that has a couple of locations that I pretty much a regular at their sales at this point. Kind of going out there to do a half-ass inspection, and more importantly, and it's hard to see because I got Marv's blanket on the back seats. But I'm taking two Farmall tractors out there. I wanted to touch on something that I do that might not be quite as obvious, but I do a lot of, I guess what you could say is like auction wholesale. So instead of buying an item and cleaning it up, doing whatever, and listing it private party on Craigslist, Marketplace, Equipment Trader, or whatever, I try and search out sales where there might be 30, 40, 50 of a similar item, whether that's a bunch of 2011 to 16 Ford F-250 single cab 6.2 gassers, or in this case, Farmall letter series tractors. And you kind of let supply and demand dictate lower prices. Hopefully, you buy 4 or 5 of them, and then you disperse them to other sales where they might be the only one there. There's 1 or 2. That's what I'm doing with these tractors. I got a number of them out of a sale. It was an estate auction in southeastern Minnesota. Went up there, got them. They'd been sitting for 10 to 15 years. So typical carb clean, points and condenser, drain the fuel bowls or clean the carbs up quick, and pretty much throw them back on the trailer and head out. And by doing so, I can I've got about $2,300 invested into both of these tractors. One is a C and the other is a Super C. And then I have a fast hitch, scraper blade, box blade, whatever you want to call it, and a fast hitch, forget the model, sickle bar mower, that came as a package deal with one of the 2 on the trailer. So the idea is, going back to that, I can start, or instead of having to deal with a bunch of people, deal with Marketplace, deal with shippers, I buy them, I'll do a little bit to get them running, make them a little more marketable, and then put them somewhere where they are going to stand out or be one of a few instead of one of many. And in doing so, it allows me to do a lot of volume, which, doing what I do full time, if you want to have a consistent income, that's what I have found works best. And it's a mix. A lot of the cars and trucks and bigger equipment, I do full-on retail sale. I get them 100% mechanically, get them detailed up. But a lot of smaller items, tractors, farm implements, specific things where there are sales dedicated to them, that's where this strategy seems to work best. In my case, everybody's different. Like, for example, if I'm at a auction that is doing a lot of fleet retirement, as far as gas company, power company, water company trucks, and they happen to have a couple of tractors in there with brush hogs, they typically go for less money than a farm auction where there's going to be buyers there looking for that. So although that doesn't quite fit with the model, and in the same idea of one of those power company auctions where there might be 40 or 50 of the exact same truck, you can find those little things that don't really belong there and just pick them out and put them where they belong. So Got about an hour and 45 minutes left to go. The auction yard should probably be 50-60% full, so I'll at least be able to do a quick little walk around or drive around. But I will be going out there again next week, and I'll try and do a more comprehensive inspection video. So sit tight. Thanks for watching. Another thing I absolutely love about doing what I do and being the one to transport most of the stuff is you get to see all sorts of weird, cool parts of America that aren't really touristy places. I think the name of this town is Sabula, Iowa. It's essentially an island in the middle of like the Mississippi River Delta, whatever the hell you want to call it, where there's just all these lowlands and swamp, and essentially this land bridge that takes you there into a tiny little eccentric town, and then another land bridge that gets you over onto the Iowa side. Here we're actually getting into the town right now. Not sure if it'll be sitting outside, but nah, I don't think it is. There's a guy in one of these houses up here on the right that has like a boat car. I think it's this guy. Yeah, there's some weird stuff there. Cool little town. And that's it. We're on the land bridge leaving already. There's actually a little island rest stop up here. Kind of a little scenic lookout thing. I usually stop and let the dog out to go potty here and check straps, so probably what we'll do. So this is Driscoll's Island. I have no idea if I'm saying any of these things right, but here's our Super C. And then this other one's just a regular C. And here's our attachments. If I had the time, I would probably keep this Super C and put it to work, because it's got a lot of good stuff on it. It's got front weights, rear weights, fast hitch. This is the one that the implements came with. It's got the top link set up there. Nice little tractor, but we're gonna get back on the road. Oh, we got a lot of good garbage here today. I see a nice little Super M over there. That's a real nice tractor. I'll have to take a quick look. The thing I like about these smaller auctions is you can just kind of drive around and inspect stuff instead of having to walk everywhere. 1066 high crop. 756 at a gasser? Yeah, I think so. Well, let's get unloaded and then we'll take a little cruise around, huh? Take a quick look. Don't you be jumping out. kind of started on the junk side. But we got all unloaded. Oh, mint, we got a Chrysler Sebring over there. That a 492? Yeah, 492. I had one of those. They're real good binds. I think I had that in the videos last summer. I sold that. Mennonite guy came on down from Wisconsin and picked that up. Or, you know. Man. Be a good $1,000-bucker if somebody needs something to drive. There's an LPM. Look at that old girl. Marv, get out. That's a nice step deck. I've been looking into the potential of getting a semi for doing this kind of stuff. I am actually doing all the online stuff to get the CDL right now. Everything you can do online. Nice old Tahoe. Hey, Marv, in. Good boy. There's that Super M again. That thing's nice. I think that was here at the last sale. Not a lot of big shiny stuff, but they got another week to bring things in here. This usually ends up being a pretty decent auction. $72.10. The money those case magnums are bringing right now is insane, but you don't have to call it. You don't have to pay somebody $250 an hour just to pull codes on them. So I get it. Pretty big Massey to be open station. Oh, this 1486 up here is sweet. I saw this on Equipment Facts. Real nice unit. That's about it. like I say, it'll fill up a good deal more, and I'll be back here early next week. I was definitely on a time crunch getting down there. That yard closes at 4, or they stop accepting consignments, and it's 4:30 now. Pulling into Makita, Iowa, which is the biggest town in the area. We're not far enough west for the good old come and go, ejaculate and evacuate. So we got the good old reliable. It's a quick trip. They just call it Quick Star over here. Fuel up, get some pizza, and then get on going home. Probably wrap this one up here. So thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't and you're liking it, please like, subscribe, do all the things. Really getting into doing this, and I'm gonna start bringing some new videos showing some start to finish work on equipment, and even hopefully I might do one with even like a walk behind mower, just how I got started. And I think I've got one laying around that I can do a quick cleanup on and just kind of go through the whole process from start to finish. So thank you from Marv and I, and we'll see you next time.